थोड़ी है बनाउंदे बोले गलत कोई बिना गल्लों नहीं ओजी हुंदी नीता नाल गीतां दा रिजल्ट होए Only boss moves, uje udas, the spaceship, trip to Mars, Munda top brand, banging his shit, flying kisses on, from everywhere, Italy the maid, fat cigars, pull up like a shake, chauffeur cars, tailor suits, like how they pair, I'm a motherfucking millionaire, foreign the deals, what it dinars, I get dirty money, superpowers, Munda air, Kardani care, I'm a motherfucking millionaire. Life sadi rich Tota de racks man No kende money evil Check your facts man O maar dene rende chhalan jede net worth Ona annually me tho leke jande tax man Alpha te sigma da munda below milli On a new level ek mint di vi velli I don't know where je ko geet koi sit da main bade adi hype nu ha karda darelni Only thick chicks on radar Fly kara private Socha to par kaun jane where Ginega fair I'm a motherfucking millionaire Italy the maid, fat cigars, pull up like a shake, chauffeur cars, tailor suits, like how they pair. I'm a motherfucking millionaire, foreign the deals, mote dinars, I get dirty money, superpowers, munda rare, kardani care. I'm a motherfucking millionaire, Italy the maid, fat cigars, pull up like a shake, chauffeur cars, tailor suits, like how they pair. I'm a motherfucking millionaire. Foreign the deal. That's right. Mote dinar. Yeah. Dirty money. Super one and only. Munda rare. That's your boy. Candy. I'm a motherfucking millionaire.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. Yeah. So keep dancing.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on.
the air. Aïe, levez les mains en l'air. Allez, 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 feel the magic in the air. Aïe, levez les mains en l'air. Allez, 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 feel the magic in the
Magic System, Red One, Shaoki.
Comme d'habitude on est calé, comme toujours ça va aller. On te met l'ambiance à gogo, tous ensemble on fait le show.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis, c'est bien faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. C'est pas seulement pour les bobos, nous on vient dans nos mambo. Mon ami, si tu as le niveau, rejoins-nous pour t'enjailler.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis, et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. Ah ouais.
छोरी है समझ के लड़ियो।
बस छोरी समझ के ना लड़ियो।
निक्कर और टी शर्ट पहन के आया साइकिल लोन, निक्कर और टी शर्ट पहन के आया साइकिल लोन, लगा के फोन बता दे सबको बच के रहियो बागड़ बिल्ली से, चंडीगढ़ से या दिल्ली से, तने चारों खाने जित कर देगी, तेरे पुर्जे फिट कर देगी, डट कर देगी, तेरे दांव से बढ़कर पेच पलट कर देगी, चिट कर देगी, चिट कर देगी। ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है।
कल से इसकी भी उतारनी पड़ेगी।
ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है। तेरी अकड़ की रस्सी जल जाएगी, पकड़ में इसकी आग है, यो इंची टेप से नापेगी, तेरी कितनी ऊंची नाक है, तेरी सांसें अटक जाएगी, वो जोर पटक जाएगी, तने चारों खाने चित कर देगी, तेरे पुर्जे फिट कर देगी, डट कर देगी, तेरे दांव से बढ़कर पेच पलट कर देगी, चित कर देगी, चित कर देगी। ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है, धाकड़ है, ऐसी धाकड़ है।
जिद है मेरी दर्द चीर के निकल चुका, मौका मिले तो करूँ मैं ये दोबारा,
जुनू के आग में उबलती मेरी कोशिशों को चाहिए ना कोई और सहारा जिद है मेरी दर्द चीर के निकल चुका मौका मिले तो करूं मैं ये दोबारा जुनू की आग में उबलती मेरी कोशिशों को चाहिए ना कोई और सहारा
ਚੱਗਾ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ ਤੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਚੱਗਾ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ ਚੱਗਾ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ ਤੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਚੱਗਾ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ ਤੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਕਿ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ ਫਤਿਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੂਰਮਾ ਸੂਰਮਾ ਗਮਾਨੇ ਹੈ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਸੂਰਮਾ 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 ਸੂਰਮਾ
टोके वो काफी झुके जरा भी रुकेगी ना पर इनकलाबी मन है राजी डरना क्यों अब अपनी बारी मार ही लेंगे अब तो बाजी
जगह लिख गया नई कहानी जगह लिख गया जगह जिते ते मिलन बधाइयां जगह जिते ते मिलन बधाइयां के आया है फतेह करके सूरमा सूरमा गमाने है जम्मिया एक सूरमा 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 सूरमा
오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선호해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선호해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해 그런 선호해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 정숙해 보이지만
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me Light a fire they can't put out, carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores, don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid I heard him say, when you get older your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Good morning, Infinity. I hope you can hear me. Yes. All clear? I know you cannot talk, you cannot unmute, but I just want you to respond with your hand gestures or head nod. Clear? Okay, so how are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a great day and you're going through a great week. Yes? Okay, so I hope you guys are here to learn something and get something which can actually change your journey. Right? Something which you can implement on a daily basis. Yes? So people who are quickly rushing towards your association or to your places where you can attend your to the VSL, quickly reach. Right? We're about to start. And people who have already reached, right? I want you guys to focus. Next 1.5 hours, I don't want anything else to be a priority. Correct? So whatever is happening in your market, put everything aside. You have come in front of the screen. Now I want you guys to focus here. That's the only priority. Yes? Correct? So first things first, I hope you have a book and a pen. Right? Not because I want you guys to write down running notes, but something important. You can make a note of it. Right? Secondly, our favorite extended device, our extended third hand, which is our mobile phones. I don't want you guys to keep checking your phones and all. If you're connecting from your phones, try to connect through your laptops. If you're connecting through your phone, put it in DND mode and then put it in landscape mode. So nothing should come in between you and your learning for the next 1.5 years. That's my only request. Yes? Correct? So we might have had an amazing day, whatever day we are going through. I want us to pause and I want us to start fresh from now. Yes. So I want everyone to close your eyes. I want you guys to settle down first. All the thoughts which are running in your head, I want every thought to be suspended. Every thought. Whatever might be happening in your personal life, in your relations, in your business, in your office, whatever it is. That's not why we are here. I don't want those baggages or thoughts to be taken forward. Right? I want everyone to sit fresh with no thoughts in your head. And I want you guys to be like a sponge where you can absorb everything which comes your way. Correct? So suspend all your thoughts, leave all your thoughts. Only think about a river, a lake, which is still without any ripples, as still as possible. Right? So once you suspend all your thoughts, once you feel good, take 2 deep breaths. And then we can start. So once you have taken your deep breaths, you can open your eyes. And I want you guys to give us a good big smile. It's free. Okay. So I want you guys to keep smiling. I want you guys to be happy in your head, in your heart. Yes? All clear? All ready to learn? Correct. So I'm here to talk about a very important person, a very special person in my life. Right? And I always feel privileged to talk about this person Now, whatever heights I reach, every time I'll be given a chance, I'll keep doing this. Because that's how important this person is for me in my life. Okay. So next 1.5 hour, whatever time he spends, I want you guys to give him the best energy. I want you guys to respond to him. And more importantly, with a smile. Deal? Yes? Perfect. So talking about this person, right? So he hails from the city of Nawabs, Hyderabad. Okay. And he's raised by his parents, right? Both of them are lawyers. And that's a DNA which he is built from, right? So you cannot argue with him, right? And win in a verbal battle. That's impossible. Avadama. That's his playground, right? Now I've known this person personally, for over 15 years, right? Right from my graduation days. Though we never spoke to each other, but I knew that this person existed. Very infamous for his proactiveness, right? And his dance. He's part of our college dance group, and an amazing dancer, right? And along with that, coincidentally, we happened to start our corporate journey also in the same company, a very good reputed MNC, right? Even in corporate, we never spoke to each other. Maybe fate or master plan, correct? I've seen him, I've never spoken to him. The first time where I actually spoke, like had a word with him or where we spoke to each other, was on the day of my welcome. So once my welcome is done, right, I traveled from Bangalore, I attended my welcome in Hyderabad. So once my welcome is done, so I stood up, and then when I turned back, he was there. Trust me, from that day, even till today, he always had my back. Right? And talking about his career, now this person is a hardcore MBA aspirant. Everything which he did, he always had MBA in his plan. Whatever he did, even in corporate, even in college also, he planned in such a way that he wanted to do his MBA in the US. Everything which he did, he wanted him that to be helped for his MBA, for his resume. Right? On a similar lines, he worked in corporate for a couple of years and then realized that it wouldn't help. Then he took a bold step, which many of us wouldn't even think of. And he co-founded a startup in EdTech. Now, this was very long back, right? A decade ago. Now he's someone who firmly believes in deserving the best. And he always consistently strives to reach his highest potential. Now, I think everyone heard the saying, right? The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Now he started excelling there also. Showed tremendous dedication, right? Every day he used to travel hundreds of kilometers on his bike to market his product. Going from school to school, college to college, he used to travel he used to have that kind of journeys. He outperformed every single individual who had like 15 years of experience in that field, created multiple record turnovers. Right? While all this was happening, he was very active in Toastmasters to build his public speaking skills. Now he also has a Limca book of records on his name in impromptu speaking for 7 hours straight. Right? And today he has achieved a very rare feat of becoming a DTM in Toastmasters, which is a distinguished Toastmasters. When he achieved that feat, only 800 people were able to do that in the last 100 plus years, which is truly remarkable. So when he speaks, you'll understand. Correct? And he's a thorough all-rounder. He's an amazing cricketer. He tried his hands in Kung Fu. He secured a bronze medal also in a competition. Correct? So I'm telling you, right? Every field he touches, he excels in it. Right? He's a perfect person which a society will always idolize. Degrees, extracurricular activity, a perfect resume to start with and have. Right? Now, when business came into his life, obviously, what would you expect? Same thing started repeating here also. He had a cautious start. He took his time. But then the day he saw the numbers in switch on, something triggered and he started going berserk. He decided to dominate the industry from that day itself. He started going super aggressive. He hit his first century in the first year itself. qualified for every promo, which is appliance launch, be it Club Velocity, Elite Club, MCDs. He qualified for every possible MCDs, and he ensured that every person or a lot of people in his team also get qualified for MCDs. Right? And he's a person who maxed out in under 3 years. Today, with more than 8 years in this business, hitting more than 30 odd DRs, he has built multiple markets in multiple countries, touching a lot of lives. He has become, or he started becoming, a role model for a lot of us. He is an ISB today, which is a dream for many of us. A consistent platinum star. And he has multiple sapphires and max outs in his team. Right? And personally talking about him, he is a person who leads by example. He never tells someone to do something without he actually doing it. Sets benchmarks on that level. When it comes to knowledge and reading, he is a walking, talking encyclopedia. Every topic about network marketing or anything which he wants to learn about, he masters it. When you talk to him, you'll understand. Right? He read, in his first 2 years of business, he read more than 100 plus books on network marketing alone. That's his craziness. And he took that craziness to the next level, where only to learn about an industry, he bought a book worth 35,000. A book worth 35,000 just to learn and get the knowledge about it. That's his craziness. Right? Putting his professional achievements aside, now his commitment to his fitness, personal transformation is truly inspiring. Right? He is a person who values and follows discipline to the next level. A lot of people who know him, who have seen him, who follows him on Instagram also knows it. He walks the talk. Now, this is the avatar which the world knows him. World knows about him. Correct? But the actual person whom he is deep down, right? Only people who actually work with him closely and who actually spends time with him, they know about him. He comes out as a very aggressive person, right? But he's very humble in nature, right? And very soft in nature. I've seen multiple times. Right? He's into charity for old age homes, orphan kids, orphan dogs, and also into cleaning oceans also. Recently, he adopted few cows. Right? He covers every aspect of a human life. Right? And if I talk about the prominence which he carries in the entire team, the knowledge he shares, the energy he passes on, the wisdom he shares, the aura he carries, right? All the ideologies which he carries, the goals he sets for the team, right? And the goals he sets for himself, they're truly amazing. Now, some goals and some feats he declares to the team. Talking about itself, a lot of us, including me, right? We don't even can imagine doing that kind of things. Only he can pull it off. A lot of people can relate to this, right? I have very fond memories spending time with him. My first major good time which I've spent was my first week on when we went together. That was our first week on, right? So we traveled 2 days ahead early. We played cricket on the beaches, right? Long talks, random things we spoke about. We spoke about anime, we spoke about cricket, we spoke about life, right? But this person played a very important role in my life, not only in the business, right? He guides me in on a very different level, right? Not only business, we talk about random things about life also. Now, when I started my business from Bangalore, so I was working from there and I had no team there. And he was the only person who ensured that I was not left out. Though he had a growing team in Hyderabad, where it is growing leaps and bounds. Now, almost every day, he used to be in touch with him, he used to talk to me. And that time there was no Zoom. He ensured that that connect was always made, answering all my stupid doubts. I used to take a photo and I used to ping him and say that, what is this? And he used to call and he used to answer. And only to take my plans, there is no other people there. Only to take my plans, he used to travel to Bangalore. And he used to stay there with me. Right? And I've never seen him shying away from taking a lead, being it college, corporate endeavors, or any task. he undertook. He always took the lead from it. He said that if I don't do it, who else will do it? Right? So he's an inspiration for all of us, more importantly for me, and earning respect through his actions. And he was always clear about his goals, what to achieve next. His goal is always ready. What next? What next? Correct? Now, one thing I can watch for is even if the world goes against me, I'm pretty sure that this person will stand in between me and the problem. We never like talk too deep on these things, but we have mutual respect on that aspect. He never treated me like a downline. Never. From day one of my business, he never treated me like a downline. Always gave me the respect, importance, and he always stood beside me, even today, and ensure that I am pushed ahead, walking shoulder to shoulder. That's a value I have, and that's a respect I have for him. And I can proudly say today that the first reason or the main reason which kept me going on in my business was him. I used to look at him and think, if this person is there, right, I will win. If I hold on to this person's hand, he will take me through. Only looking at him, I continue in my journey. Right? He was there in my lows, more importantly. Correct? And one person, or the first person who comes into my mind in this business, who I truly respect and look up to, is him. Right? And today he's coming and he'll be spending time with us, and he's on a mission. I think he'll be sharing all those things with you guys, but he's on a mission to conquer the industry. He declared that he will be shattering all the records of the industry, and you will be witnessing it very, very soon. Right? The only thing he says, నేను ఇండస్ట్రీని గెలకడానికి రాలే, గెలడానికి వచ్చాను. I'm here to dominate. There is no mediocrity in playing this game. If I play a game, I win and dominate it so that no one else can think of achieving the feats. That's his goal. Right? So are you ready to witness something monumental? Right? So infinity, I'll not take much time. I've already taken a lot of time. So brace yourself for the storm which is coming your way. Right? So my upline, my friend, and my brother in the business, a person who helped me all through my journey. Very grateful to him. I want to introduce him, and I want you guys to give him the loudest, if you are allowed to give, or else please rise and show him your love. So please welcome my upline brother and friend, Mr. Manikanta Kumar.
Good morning, Infinity. I trust all of you guys are doing great. All right, so it's an honor and privilege to be here. And I especially thank all my uplines, starting from Raghu Bro, all right, AVP Diggy Bhai, V partner Kavita Sugandh, for giving us this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear uplines. And whatever Ratnakar has spoken, well, I appreciate him for taking it. I consider it as a privilege, right? And I would like to especially thank some people because of whom I'm here today, starting with Subodh, Malani, Arpit, Uday, Ratnakar, right? Umesh Bhai, Lohit, right? Without them, I don't think I would have been here, and all my team members. I am honored to represent my team here, right? So thank you guys. Thank you, all of you. And before I start, I would like to dedicate a small quote to all my uplines. All right. Their unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes them feared opponents in every realm of human endeavor. Right? This is a culture. This is something that I always share, which means they're unmatched, truly unmatched. Right? So for people who don't know me, let me share my journey. How did I get started in this business so that you can relate to me? Right? And I started this business around 8, 9 years ago, approximately. All right. So before I get into the business, I'd like to tell you that what made me start this business. The answer is the truth. The day I accepted the truth, I started this business. Nothing else. I understood the truth about myself, I understood the truth about the world, and that's why I got started. And write this very important statement, all of you. Belief. Belief is directly proportional to success. Please write this down. Belief is directly proportional to success. If there's one thing that you guys should be focused on, it is this. Belief is directly proportional to success. And every element of your time in this business, you must focus on strengthening your belief. Right? And please understand, as human beings, we all have phenomenal potential. We were born with phenomenal potential. Right? But we have been chained by limited beliefs by so many people around. Right? People say, right? Utilizing your potential. You have potential. We all have potential, but that potential is restricted by limiting beliefs of people, which are like the chains. For some, it may be 10, for some, it may be 100, for some, it may be 200, for some, it may be 300. We don't know. Based on your upbringing, based on your background, based on everything, the number of restrictions on you will be more. And the only way to break these restrictions, to break the shackles, and unleash your potential is by attend trainings. Every training will unlock a restriction. Every training will break a shackle. Every training does that. And when you attend big events, the mother of all events like VCon, hundreds of shackles will be broken at once. Hundreds. Right? So please keep this in mind. Trainings play a phenomenal role in unleashing your potential. Lock by lock, hundreds of locks. Right? We're clear about this? So let me give you a brief about myself and how did I start this business and how did things flow. I was a hardcore MBA guy. I was preparing for CAT. I wrote CAT, ZAT, everything, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL, because I was very clear I did not want to do an MBA in India. And for that matter, I never wanted to do an MS abroad, or I did not want to study in India for that matter. Because when I looked at the class profile of people who did their education in India and the people who are doing their education abroad, there is a sea difference among them. So I always preferred going to the US. And because of that, I planned my career in such a way. I got into the corporate for work experience. Unfortunately, I got into the IT industry. And later I realized that 80% of the people who apply from MBA are IT people. So my window of possibility to get into the best of the best MBA B schools went for a toss. Right? So then I realized I have to do something different to make my profile visible to people and to get my foot in the door in the Ivy League schools. Because I don't even come from IIT. I come from a normal college, a top college, of course. So my possibilities of getting to the best MBA are like very, very less. So I planned in such a way that I create a window for myself by doing a startup. That's why I got into a startup. And I was working hard in the startup and stuff. That's where the magic happened. All right. Then there's a friend of mine. His name is Dilip. Right. I was fighting for my way out and making things happen. There's a friend of mine who is Dilip. And Dilip was a very good friend of Raghu Bro as well. All right. So Raghu Bro and I are very good friends. And to be more precise, we are on the dance crew. We are not that thick friends, we're good friends. I was a very thick friend to Dilip. Raghu bro was a very thick friend to Dilip. Dilip was a thick friend to us. So remember this man, Dilip, right? So he's the guy who did all the magic for us. And I was preparing for an MBA. I was writing GMAT, I was writing all of it. And I was done, wrote TOEFL. But there's one thing, I was writing the SOPs. You know, SOPs, statement of purpose. When you write for applying for the universities and stuff, you should write the statement of purpose. While I was writing the statement of purpose, I took the help of a consultant. All right. And he told me that you have to draft your SOP in this way, you have to write it in this way, which is a blatant lie. All right. I lied and got into a job saying my career objective is to improve the company's performance. All right. I'll be available for the company at any time, anywhere, anytime, any place. All right. And I got into the company. Now for the same SOP, do I have to draft as per the college that I want to get into? And again, lie. I didn't want to. Because I went through engineering, I went through corporate, I was done with it. I was pissed off to levels that I cannot even imagine. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? Not even one day in my corporate, I was emotionally or intellectually stimulated. Right? So I was thinking, if I lie here, I'll also get into a college, but again, I have to succumb to the guidelines of the society and live a very mediocre life. Mediocre life in the sense, life filled with loans, car loans, home loans, education loans, credit card loans, marriage loans. Right? I never wanted to get into that space. So I was confused what to do in my life, where should I go in my life? And I was desperately looking for some guidance from somewhere. All right. I met many people in the way. I met people who are CEOs, CXOs. I scratched the back of stand-up comedians. All right. I met many people. I met people even who went to Himalayas and came back. Just to understand what is the purpose of life, what's the significance of life, why are we living, where should I go, what should I do? All right. So I met few people, I'll share a few examples. I met one person who did his MBA from Kellogg, University of Kellogg. All right. He met me through some common friend. And I asked him, how's life? He says, I'm coming back to India to write IAS, IPS. Like, why? I don't know. I'm not getting that kick out of doing that. I was like, wow. Person who did his MBA from Kellogg School of Business, one of the most reputed colleges in the world, is coming back to write IAS, IPS in India. It hit me hard. Then I met one more college friend of mine, a senior. He did his MBA from IMA, right? The top-notch MBA. And he was in a top level in Infosys. He resigned his job and he started working for the Adivasi community. Right? I was like, damn, people are going berserk. And there's one more senior of mine who did his MBA from IIMB, went into the corporate, resigned his job, got into movies, became a cinematographer, did great projects, resigned that, and he took a small house near parent grounds in Hyderabad, Secunderabad, and till date, he only plays football. He gets up in the morning, plays football, goes in the evening, plays football, and he sleeps. I was like, dude, why are you doing all this? Like, when I was a kid, they did not allow me to play. I was only studying. Now for the rest of my life, I will only play. Then I asked, what about marriage? What about this? What about family? What is like? Nothing is important to me. Only football is important to me. So he has reached that level of insaneness. All right. And there's one more person. His name is, he's a famous stand-up comedian. He did his MBA. He got into insurance. He resigned his job. And he got into stand-up comedy. When I looked at all these people, I was also very sure that I will also land up somewhere here. Because I cannot succumb, I cannot absorb, I cannot adjust. I cannot adjust. All right, some crazy thing that I will do. So I was holding myself back because the MBA which I wanted to apply in the universities, which costed me around 1.5 CR. All right, me taking the pressure of 1.5 CR, going and doing an MBA and coming back and doing some crazy stuff like this scared me. So I was not knowing what to do in my life, confused. All right. That was the time I got a call from Mr. Dilip Rao. Mr. Dilip Rao called me and said, bro, I said, what? Raghu started a business. I was like, yeah, of course he will start a business, right? Raghu belonged to the affluent class of the society in our college days. Well, I said, of course, he has big background. He will start his own business. He said, no. Not any business. I said, what business? He said, that business. Like, what business? He said, chain business. What are you saying? Raghu Maurya, the Hrithik Roshan of our college? No. The Hrithik Roshan of Telangana and Hyderabad. What are you saying? All right. Raghu bro is such a personality that before he walked into the room, his attitude walked into the room. All right. In his first year of engineering, no single senior ragged him. A group of seniors had to tag along to rag him. Are you understanding this? These days, Raghu bro has leaned down and he has become like a toned physique person. In the college days, we used to call him Conan the Barbarian. Every day he would eat 2 grilled chickens. Are you understanding that? Beast. There was a competition in college one day and Raghu bro hit 100 push-ups straight. 100 push-ups straight. Everyone was shocked. Like, is he even a human? All right. So that was Raghu bro. And when he performed, people from other colleges would come and see him. Extraordinarily famous in college. Famous to the core. He was into modeling, he was into sports, he was into basketball, he was into dance, he was into studies. All right. He was a superstar, student of the year kind of a guy. All right. An all-rounder, true all-rounder. Okay. And people were shocked because during those days, his poster was there on the shopping malls. Right. So that was his range. When I said, Raghu bro is doing this, are you serious? And I'm like, I need to talk to him. All right. And next day, I called Raghu bro. Right. Raghu bro called me and he said he started a business. I said, yes, I know. Yes, I know. All right. And then Raghu bro called me immediately after the welcome. He heard a welcome. He was super fired up. He wanted to do a hot sign-up. So he called me. The first person he calls me was me. I said, I am waiting for you, beta. And I took his call. And he was talking high on dreams. And I spoke to him for 1 hour. Right. I took his vessel for 1 hour straight. All right. After a call with me for 1 hour. Right. He cut the call. He put on his MP3 player and he started listening to the song called as The Bollywood of Broken Dreams. All right. He was listening to the song called as The Bollywood of Broken Dreams and he walked into oblivion. He told me he walked on the streets of Mumbai for 1 hour straight after my call. Right. So I was like, what's this guy? Why is he doing all this? His sister's already settled in the US. He could have gone to the US. He has good background. All right. So he has cousins and stuff. He can do business with them. Why did he even start this? Okay. But then Raghu bro is Raghu bro. He decides something, he makes it right. He's been there like that from college days. I was jealous of him to the core, like truly jealous of him. Okay. And I started this business because of FOMO, just to let you know. All right. Purely looking at his growth, I was jealous and I started. Okay. So after that, he never reached out to me for business in his life. He's living his life. Okay. Now, as business started, I was in touch with Dilip to check on Raghu bro. Like, is he doing well? What's happening? He's my friend, right? At the end of the day. He's my friend at the end of the day. I should check on him. So I was checking with Dilip. What's happening, Raghu? What's happening? All right. How's he doing? He's like, hey, Raghu has changed a lot. He has become Mother Teresa. What are you saying? Become so peaceful, so calm, right? So collective. He's respecting people. All right. Respecting people. Raghu bro and respect are like India and Pakistan. All right. He respecting people. Okay. That was a shocker for me. Raghu bro and respect, they cannot sit in one sentence. All right. So that was a shocker. I was like, what is happening to him? And then I asked, what is he doing these days? Dilip said, he's reading. Raghu bro and reading? What are you saying? Raghu bro won't read before. He will not read the entire. He'll read just a day prior to the exam. That to the top 2 hours before the exam. Raghu bro is reading every day. I was taken aback. How come? All right. And as time progressed, I got to know from Dilip that Raghu bro is working really hard. He's been more focused, right? He cut down on his alcohol consumption, right? He's meeting some really good people, all right? Working day in, day out, traveling, going out of home at 8 in the morning, coming back at 2 in the night. I was like, I was shocked. This was supposed to be an easy business, right? This was supposed to be easy money making, right? Why is he learning so much? Why is he working so hard? Why is he learning new skills? Why is his personality changing so fast? And that too, Raghu bro's personality. That hooked me. I was like, if there is something that is doing good to a person, then it must definitely be good. Right? And after some time, I see a photo of him with the Twin Towers in Malaysia. Oh my God, Malaysia. All right. Understand. I come from a Hyderabadi family. Apart from Hyderabad, I have never been to any other place except Delhi. All right. That was my travel history in the past. And when I saw Raghu bro going international, that to Malaysia, I asked him, why did you go? He said, business purpose. Business international. Hey, did I miss something? You're doing international business. I thought it was some business. Raghu said, you think like some only, I don't mind. And then after some more days, I saw him in Dubai. He put a poster of him in Dubai. I was like, in 1 year, 2 international trips. I asked him, which business? He said, same business. Same business. Why is this business giving you international exposure? And he's meeting people who are well aged. Like when I see the photos of him, they're all well learned, decent people. Right? And I'm like, I'm missing something. I'm missing something really, really bad. He's growing so much. I'm stuck here writing my resume, confused about life. And he's posting things as if life is settled. I still remember one Facebook status he wrote. On this date, I am going to buy an Audi Q7 for my dad. Heart attack for me. Right? Audi Q7 for my dad. He wrote it in the Facebook. I was like, how the hell on the planet? How is he getting the confidence to do that? From where is he getting all that fire? Who? What? Right? There's a saying in Pushpa, right? These words are not yours. Who's behind you? I was thinking, who is behind Mr. Raghu Maurya? I need to know. I need to know. And then time progressed, and Dilip was talking great things about Raghu. He has changed a lot. Eating habits have changed. All right. Thinking habits have changed. Financial management habits have changed. Human to human connections has changed. All right. And I'm like, and Raghu bro started preparing for speeches, it seems. While he was performing in the dance, I used to be the mouth of the organization in a dance group. I used to go and speak. Raghu bro would perform and go. He's starting to speak. He's acquiring new skills. Like, kuch to ho raha hai. Something good is happening to him. Something very good is happening to him. And then one day he invited all our friends his home. All right. So he said, we have something important to discuss about dance. We all went. 25 of us went. Dance crew members in our college. We all went, sat in his house. Raghu bro stood in the center. All right. And he spoke about the vision of the dance crew. He spoke about the structure of the dance crew. He spoke about who's be the CMO, CEO, COO, CIO, all C's. I was like, okay. And he gave an elaborate presentation about dance crew for about 1 hour straight. I went to coma. A person who was not able to speak for 5 minutes straight is right now taking a session for 1 hour straight. Then I was like, I have to be a part of this. I have to be a part of this. All right, then I asked Raghu. When everyone went, I called him aside. What's happening? He said, yeah, life's happening. No. What's happening? Business is happening. Okay, you're learning all this in the business? He said, yes, I'm learning all these things in business. Take me in. He said, why? Why? I want to start. He's like, let me talk to my team and I'll get back to you. Bro, it's like, bro, I'll talk to my team and get back to you. I said, won't you convince me? I said, go please. That's what he told me. I remember sitting on a bike. He not even a single vibration of desperation. All right. He was that person. I was like, that night I was like, oh dude, did I miss the biggest opportunity in life? All right. And then long thing short, he shared details I saw and all of it. I had certain questions and queries. All right. But still I was not having the confidence. All right. So then he said, this is the amount of money that is required. Then I said, bro, that's huge money. Yeah. He said, to make it big in life, you got to take big steps. Closed. Applied loan, got the loan. But before I thought of starting, I said, bro, I just need 2 assurances. Tell me this is 100% legal. Tell me this is 100% ethical. I don't care what the world has to say, because see, we have been organized as Raghu and I, we have been in dance groups, we have been in events. There will always be an opposition who will talk shit about you. And I was okay with it. People talking shit is fine. It's a part and parcel of the game. But I genuinely wanted whether this is legal and this is ethical. I just need answer for 2 these things. And Raghu said, here is a tax, the GST that we pay. All right. Everything is 100% taxed. Look at the manufacturing units that we're part of. Made complete sense. Then still I said, I need some confidence. Then he shared the legendary video of all time. the one and only, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. We partner Dev Vadwani's video of legality and ethics. All right. When I saw that video, the way that guy says in the movie Animal, right? What a vision! What a mission! All right. When I saw that video, I was like, dude, bro, this is dope. This guy, when I saw that video, when I saw V partner Dev Vadwani, I was like, this is someone I wanted to become. This is someone I wanted to become. This is how I want to speak. This is how I want to dress. This is how I want to live life. Going from Mumbai to London, London to Hong Kong, Hong Kong to Dubai, right? In Emirates, first class. That was the time I was like, I want to become like this person, right? I didn't care about the business. I didn't care about anything else after that. I looked at him and I felt in utmost admiration of V partner Dev Vadwani. And I said, I will do anything to become like this person. Because the kind of a conviction, the kind of a click that I got by looking at him, I never got looking at anyone else in my entire life. When I looked at him, I was so clear that that is something I want to be. It's like heavens have opened up and God has sent Mr. V partner Dev Vadwani into my life. Right? It was that eureka moment, and I said, I'm doing this. I'm doing this and I'm killing this. That's how my journey started. All right. And when Raghu Bro gave me books for the first time, I locked myself in the room. I sat down and I completed the books in 3 days. In 3 days, I sat down and I completed the books. My mom was shocked whether I was preparing for IAS or IPS. Right? I said, I'm preparing for something more than that. All right. With all due respect, IAS, IPS are great. Just to let you know, with all due respect, I'm just telling you the level of intensity with which I have worked. I completed those books in 3 days. I completed the remaining videos in 2 days. Books and videos done. Right? When my upline told me, write down the name list of 500 name lists after welcome. And luckily, my welcome was taken by Aditya Sarojit Ballabhai. I think the best launch a person can ever get. After listening to the welcome, I was so fired up. I went home and I wrote 40 dreams, not 20. 40 dreams. And the same night, I completed a name list of 650. All right. I completed a name list of 650 names. And I was on fire. I decided that this is what it is. It is what it is. Of course, rejections happened. There was pain. There was element. But then I pushed myself. Whenever I had any pain, open legality and ethics video, V partner Dev Vadwani. Let's go. Creatine monohydrate pre-workout. Let's go. Right. So that's what I used to do. Every time I hit a roadblock, every time there's pain, I would watch the video. And then one day, Raghu Bro took me to one of his cousin. His name is Mr. Manju Bhaiya, to talk about an event coming up. He spoke about an event that's going to come. It's going to change your life. It's going to transform your life. It's going to blast you out. I was like, what is that event? What is that event? Surprise. Surprise. You come. So he took me to his cousin, Mr. Manju Bhaiya. And then Manju Bhaiya opened up the VCon video and he showed, this is the event. I was like shocked. I have never seen that kind of an event in my life on the television. And there's one statement Manju Bhaiya told me, Raghu Bro's cousin. He said, I went to VCon and I heard the one and only chief speak. One and only chief speak. And the moment he listened to chief, he went home and he did 10 signups. They went berserk. All right. And he told me one thing very clearly. It is worth anything to meet chief. It is worth anything to meet chief. All right. There was a promo running and he did signups and he went and he sat with chief and he took a photograph with him and he showed the photograph. He's like, this man, do anything in your life, but make sure that you meet this man. I was shocked that who is that man? I know chief is there. I saw him in the videos and stuff, but what is this kind of a KGF edification? All right. I was shocked. I was like, okay, great. Awesome. Let's do this. And that was the time something deep happened that I should go to this event. And I made some money. And Raghu said, now book your tickets, book your VCon registration, book and all these things. I just made money. Now you are asking me to spend. You know what Raghu said? He said, what else will you do with this money? I said, I'll put it in stocks. Right? I'll put it in SIPs. I'll put it in mutual funds. Then he said, you putting in SIP and mutual funds, what will that do? I never thought about it. I said SIP is a discipline to put that money in discipline, all right? Stocks, it's discipline, it's good financial discipline to do all that. But one step further, whatever money that you're putting into it, what are they doing with it? I said, yeah, they are taking my money and putting into some business and helping it grow. He said, do you know those people? I said, no, I don't know. All right. Now, consider this. Don't think that this is an expense. This is, if you ask me, again, for the record's sake, this is not an investment, but he said for the words of it, you are investing that money in yourself because you're growing your own business. All right. You put in other businesses so that they do some activity and grow their business, right? Now tell me one thing, Mani. Don't you have confidence in your own business that you put money in someone else's business? I was like, no. Yes, exactly. This is something that is for yourself. You are putting in your own business. Made complete sense. Absolutely right. Why should I put in SIPs and build someone else's business and go at a rate of 14-15%? Whereas go to an event and grow 100%, 200%, 300%. It made complete sense to me. Then it hit me that every penny that I'm spending in this business is only coming back to me. Let it be coffee, let it be books, let it be outfits, let it be anything. It's coming back to me because it is helping me grow in the business. So I realized the expenses in this business are, from a mindset point of view, zero. Everything is only coming back to me. I was more than happy when I booked my tickets and we went to VCon. All right. Long story short, my first VCon, I went with 13 people. All right. 13 maniacs. You won't believe we took 3 cricket bats with us. We all are college friends, okay? And in college, wherever we went, we played cricket. So even to VCon, we took our cricket bats, right? And you will be surprised, where did we play cricket? We played in the bus stand of Malaysian bus stops. All right. Police came and said, hey, Indians. I was like, shit, man. I again tarnished the brand of India. Playing cricket in a bus stand. All right. I was like, shit. We are young, man. We are young and foolish at that point in time. All right. So I was like, okay, let's cut this through. And then while we were going, we landed in Kuala Lumpur. And from there, we had to take a bus and go to Penang. Penang was the place that was happening. Right. Buses were so neatly maintained. Right. I felt as if, are these buses or are these Indra Bhavan? All right. The buses, I never saw such a sparkling bus in my life. Coming from India, that was my first ever international trip. And also, let me tell you, there are a few team members of mine who couldn't make it to the trip because their passports, one page was folded. Because on that day, tea fell on their passport. That was the time when I understood that, oh my God, to be in VCon, we had to be thoroughly blessed. All right. So I have taken extra care. Because of that, I wrapped my passport in five polythene covers so that by mistake also nothing will happen to me. I was holding my passport in my heart. You won't believe that. It was that important. All right. So went to VCon and we got into the bus and we saw the roads. Roads were so smooth. Roads were so smooth that silk would learn lessons from the road. Are you understanding this? They were that smooth. And we stopped at a place and we started to eat some fruits. When we sat down and we saw some fruits, it was a mix of mango and guava. All right, it was not guava or it was not mango. It was a mix of mango and guava. I'm seeing that kind of a fruit for the first time. We all were crazy people. We were maniacs. We were excited like, bro, what is this kind of a fruit? What is this? What are we doing with this? We have never seen that kind of fruit. The traffic was crowded, but still it was well organized. All right. Any which ways, long thing short. One day before VCon, we went and there's a debriefing that was happening, right? So debriefing said that, upline will come and do a debriefing. Debriefing is like, which upline? It's like AVP Diggy Bhai. I'm telling you, there was a session that AVP Diggy Bhai took. I and 3 of us went into the session. And just 1 month after that session, VCon happened. 13 of them came to VCon. There were actually 18 people, but 5 people couldn't make it because of passport issues. All right, but we 13 went just because of one training of VP Digibai, because he has broken so many limiting beliefs in that training that I bought in 13 people. If not for that training, I think I would have bought 3-4. That's it. Because we attended that training, the numbers grew. All right, and it was debriefing done by Digibai. We are sitting in the hotel room on the floor. Digibai would come in the in-service uniform, sit with all of us, tell us this is this is that, this is this. Debriefing would happen. Expectation setting would do. All right. And then we went for VCon registrations. All right. For VCon registrations, when they selected me, right? So my plan was kind of, because they don't select everyone to go to registration at that point in time. They wanted some responsible people. So I was considered as responsible. They sent me. So I went to the VCon arena to collect the tickets and the kits. When I saw the arena for the first time, I was like, bro, this is 100 times better than the cricket stadium. All right. And when I was about to enter the arena, there were people who were in service wearing really colorful uniforms. Right. That was the first time I saw an African, a Russian, an Uzbekistanian welcoming us, touching our hand, touching our hand. All right. Usually in Toastmasters and stuff, when we meet people, just touch our hand and we leave. There's not much of homely feeling that they give. But when I went there, the in-service that they're standing, they said, welcome home. I was like, home? What is this home? It's like, yes, this is home. And he gave me a high five and a hug. I was shocked. That was the first time a foreigner gave me a hug. Right? As an Indian coming from Hyderabad and stuff, I had self-image issues, honestly speaking, at that point in time. A foreigner coming and hugging you, a Russian coming and hugging you, I never had that kind of an experience in my life. I was touched on that moment itself. All right. And then I went on, I saw people, and then the in-service were picking up this crap and doing all these things. Then I asked Raghu, bro, who are these people? He said, they're all people are maxing out. Huh? All these people are max outs, making 10 lakh rupees per week. And they're picking up papers. They're hugging us. Right? There used to be a rich guy in our society. He would not even look at us. These people are hugging me, a mere middle class guy. All right. I was taken aback. It's like, this is something different, man. And on his hand, I saw Rolex for the first time in my life. I saw a freaking Rolex for the first time in my life. Till then, I only used to hear about Rolex. I saw Rolex for the first time in my life, and I was taken aback that, bro, this is something else, this is a different world altogether. And I walked in and I was taking the registration kits, and then, tadan, something happened. AV, can we bring on the first photo, please? Right, I was standing in the queue, and suddenly there was a huge loud noise from somewhere, and this is what happened. All right, it was none other than we partner Kavita Sugandh. When I saw her for the first time, I was blown out of proportion. So humble, so caring. All right, then I think I ran 500 meters, pushed 3-4 people around and said, Di, can I have a picture with you? Di, please, can I have a picture with you? And she was kind enough to say, please have it. So this was my first ever photo with any V ambassador, and especially with Kavita Di. All right, my first ever photo. Right, today I'm fortunate enough to be serving with her in the events. All right, and it is such a blessing. Right, that's my first photo. Right, next, go on to the next one, please. And then I met Trevor. All right, so he was holding a mic and walking and talking about everything around, making us feel like home. All right, when I went and I wanted to click a picture with him, he held me so tight on the arm. Right, he held me so tight on the arm, giving me assurance that I am there with you. I am there with you. All right. My father also never touched me like that, or never held me like that. I was so touched. For the first time ever in my life, someone touched me with so much of warmth that I am there with you. I'm going to be there with you. That gave me so much of confidence, and saying that, hey, this guy is my guy. These are my people. This is their profile. This is their background. This is their mission. This is their vision. Who are my prospects? Basic graduates. They are CEOs, CFOs of companies. They are well-traveled men, well-learned men. When they are with me, why should I be afraid of anyone else? And that day, another click happened. Can you move to the next one? All right. This is how our Bernard H. Mayer watch showroom looks like. For the first time I shop, because I used to only see it on the online portal, right? I've seen it on the online portal, but when I saw it in real, and that too, someone who's a Southeast Asian welcoming you, that, hey, please come, check this out. She explained me everything. She took me to the watchmaking scene, and there was so much of heart. There was so much of love. There was so much of care for us. which I was missing in the corporate. In corporate, they treat us as, hey, he's coming, stand up, be in the side, be in the side. Hey, he's coming. All right. Here, there's so much of love. I could feel their heart. When I saw the products, I was like, if I have to establish a physical store like this, and physical stores for the kind of products and services that I have in India, it would be at least as big as a Forum Mall. And it didn't make any sense to me. It's like, we are futuristic. We are futuristic by nature. All right. So that's something that hit me very, very strong. Next, moving on to them. We felt we were felt that we are a family. All right. Next. And then the next day, I saw people during the registration hours. I have seen people from 64 nationalities. 64 nationalities, which I never saw with my own eye. All right, such a beautiful scene. Moving on to the next one, please. This was our team, right? So we are having so much fun. And these three people are ISBs. Others are soon to be. Can you imagine this? Such a beautiful family that we were able to get it. Next one, please. Right? I'll tell you a secret between this. All these people sleeping on the roads are people from IITs and IIMs. Just letting you know. All right. When VCon started, on day one, they were all rigid. All right. Day two, they were excited. Day three, they were like, we will go and sit on the max out seats. Just for people to understand what are max out seats. The first row of the stadium where you sit close to the stage, they are called as the max out seats. First day, they didn't have belief. They didn't have conviction. They had their own opinions about life. After the second day, they are like, we are locking into this business. We are doing this business only. And we left the arena 2 in the night, went to our hotel, came back at 4 in the morning because they wanted to hit the max out seats. All right. Little did you imagine people who are logically sound, some of the smartest people in this world coming from IITs and IIMs, shedding their limiting beliefs and fighting their way out that they wanted to have max out seats. They going all in with this. All right. Some people who are just making some money in the corporate have so much of attitude. These people are the real people who have critical reasoning, and they got sold out and they decided they're going to go full time in this business. All right. This is that important scene where they understood that their education has brought them to QNet and their future will be taken care from QNet. That's the kind of confidence that these people had. So this is a very, very, very important thing. We didn't have sleep. We didn't have food. We didn't have anything. Went at 2 in the night, came back immediately at 3, stood there at 3:30 or 4, and then on the floor. Look at all these people. They are waiting for the max out seats. There is something crazy about max out seats, right? Africans create a World War III to be on the max out seats. Russian creates that, right? Moroccanians, they go out and occupy the entire section, right? So that's crazy. That's insane. That's wild. Can you go to the next one, please? All right. This was a recent week-on photo. I took my mom and dad to week-on for the first time in business class. All right. Thanks to this, that I was able to afford a business class for them. And whichever country that they go international will stay in business class and will get into the best of the best hotels. All thanks to this business. And when my mom and dad came to week-on, they had tears in their eyes. Till then, they did not come to week-on because my dad was reluctant. But when he came to week-on, in his eyes, my respect went up. Right? Till then, he was having these questions that, okay, is my son on the right platform? Is he doing right? Is he doing ethical? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? But when my dad came to week-on, when he saw Dato, when he saw the legend Dato, a big round for applause for him. Dato Sri when he saw Japa, when he saw the heart of the company, is like, in life, you have taken one of the biggest right decisions in your life. That's what my father told me. Some magic happens, it's pure heart. All right, can you go to the next one, please? All right, and finally, I realized my dream, right? Last week on, okay, we partner Dev Advani from the screen manifested into my life beside me. And thankfully, he came down to one of our events as well. All right, the person whom I wanted to be, person whom I aspired to be, person whom I wanted to understand, I was able to spend time with him. Can you imagine this? Year on year, I had tears in my eyes when this happened. I couldn't believe that someone whom I admired, whom I idolized, is standing with me. All right, this was one of the biggest clicks of my life. Right, can we have the next one, please? All right. So that's what happened. And I'll just share a few instances of VCon. When I went to VCon on day one, that's a traditional day, I and my team got into the buses. We were taken and we were stopped at the stadium because I did not enter the complete stadium on the registration day. On that day, I started. Thousands of people were in line. Thousands of people. Not a single person was frustrated. Everyone was shouting, everyone was dancing, everyone was cheering for themselves. All right. And then I could hear some really big noises from the stadium. Dhar, dheer, bang, dan, dan. That was happening. I was like, what's happening? Where are we? Which part of the world are we in? And then we walked in. Right. As we walked in, I saw, I think, more than 1,000 people straight. They're Africans were standing and they were doing a war cry. All right. And all these people were led by a lady. She was the commander in charge. She was prepping them as if they are going for a war. That was a scene which I never saw in my life. I was like, dude, this is a complete different beast, this business. And then I saw Russians. They have their own slogans, right? They were dancing with all the other people. I saw, how many of you have seen Cleopatra, Egyptian mummies? I have seen them at VCon. All right. People from Egypt came down, right? I saw Indians dancing with Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, Indians. It was a freaking global village. When I saw that itself, I said, bro, am I such a genius to take such a great decision to be a part of this business? What am I seeing here? It is the truest form of a global village. More than 65 nationalities coming together, and that was blown away, right? If you remember the first statement that I said, belief is directly proportional to your success. With every event or every incident that happened in this process, my belief was shooting up, my belief was shooting up. I started to become bigger. I started to become stronger. All right. And then we went into the arena. And when I went into the arena, I was shell shocked. Look at this, like, what is this place? Right in front of me, I saw an army of 3,000 people standing and shouting their own slogan. On the left side, I've seen Moroccans. On the right side, I've seen Uzbekistanians, Pakistanians, and among all, Indians are the majority most of the times. People from UK, people from London. When I saw all that, I was like, damn. Thank God that you brought me to VCon. And the biggest click happened to me when all the V partners walked onto the stage. And they have been doing this business for more than 20 odd years. I was like, wow, this is legendary. All right. And I would like to share a few clicks that I got in my first ever VCon. The first click that I got was when I looked at Arun George, V partner Arun George. All right. He delivered a module. All right. He delivered a module. Then after that, I was like, bro, V partner. That's it. Fix. V partner. I will become V partner. Then second, and that V partner thing has hooked me for all these years in this business, and I'm getting closer to it. And then I saw TG Kintranar, V partner TG Kintranar, a big round of applause for him. All right. He told that wherever he goes, he takes his family. I was shocked. His children do not go to school. He gets a tutor to his children. He, his wife, his 2 children, and the tutor. Wherever he goes, they follow along. Family time all the way up. I was like, what a beautiful family. All right, it is defying the odds. And then he said, he bought a home. He thought, okay, cool. Then he told, he bought a home on a waterfall. All right. Home on a waterfall? Are you serious? Home on a waterfall. And not just that. He said he's building a helipad on the home on the waterfall. All right. When I listened to it, I was like, for me, F22. All right. That was something I was looking at. Insane level. So when I saw all that, when I saw the love among them, I decided this is my home. Then I understood when the in was saying, this is our home. And after the event got over, the in-service were hugging each of us, helping us grow, taking us forward. I was like, this is life. This place, huh? This is my home. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to live. And funny things is, whenever we went back to the hotel, we used to run to a hotel called as Jaya. All right. We used to eat kuttu paratha, sambar. We used to drink Milo in plastic cover or polythene cover, hot Milo with ice cubes and a straw. All right. I still remember the way we were running from one session to the other session. We were redeeming our EP points. It was a beautiful cultural extravaganza, man. Right. So that's how every week on has grown my business. My first week on, I took 13 people. And by the time second week on came, I took 150 people. By the time third week on came, we crossed over 400 people. And then the rest is history. All right. Event by event, business changes. All right. And not just in this business, for any business in this world, events are the blood for any business. For example, if you take a look at Olympics, if Olympics event wouldn't have happened, do you think the sports would survive? No. If the World Cup of cricket wouldn't have happened, do you think the sports would survive? Or any tournament doesn't happen? It wouldn't. If festivals wouldn't happen, would religions survive? Right? So any business in this world, events are the bloodline. Events make everything else. Events evolve people. Events change people. Events inspire people to go to the next level. Olympics happens where people come down. You know what happens in events? A mastermind is formed. All right. Do you know the concept of mastermind? All right. What is a mastermind? Is that usually our human mind, if it can see 10 kilometers, a mastermind can see 1,000 kilometers. All right. A mastermind can see 1,000 kilometers. What do I mean by that? Mastermind is nothing but a collection of 3 or 4 or 10 or 20 or 100 people thinking in the same way. All right. When events happen, mastermind is formed. All right. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had Ganesh Chaturthi as an important reason so that a mastermind can be formed. All right. Every Sunday, churches happen. Right. Prayers happen. All right. In Islam, people go and meet for namaz. Mastermind. They're important for the future, they're important for evolution, they're important for anything else. Mahakumbh, it's an evolution. All right. Events, please write down. Events lead to evolution. Events lead to growth. Events lead to everything. All right. If a training can unlock 1 or 2 locks, an event will unlock 100 locks of yours. Got it? Right? And there was one important thing I would like to share. There's so much that I learned, but one important clarity which I got in my life that changed everything for me. All right. When Datoshi spoke about the purpose of a human being, all right, whether we like it or we don't like it, whether we understand it or we don't understand it, we human beings are driven by legacy. All right. Some people misunderstand that drive as trekking. They want to travel around the world. They want to travel. They misunderstand it as travel. No, we human beings do not want travel. We human beings want to conquer the world. We want to go out there and express ourselves. Right. So that is something that we have always taken into account. We human beings want to express ourselves. What are we doing? People express in the form of children. People express in the form of art. People express in the form of value addition. People express in the form of legacies. People express in the form of businesses. Among all the expressions, the most evergreen expression that will ever live for the rest of our lives, if the leadership is built rightly, is a business. Right? Sachin Tendulkar left a legacy. But today, his legacy is fading away because people are forgetting it. But trust me, let it be 3 more, 4, 5 more legacies may come in. But Tata's, Ambani's, Adani's legacy will not go down because they are establishing the finest form of a legacy called as business. Right? Until and unless we are working on our legacy, until and unless we are working on something that is ours, until and unless that is something that can grow, we will never be satisfied. Right? Most of the people are pissed off the job. People think they're pissed off this, they're doing that, they're doing that. Ultimately, they are doing it because they know deep down there's nothing that is going to be theirs. Human beings thrive, grow, exponentially evolve when they know that there's something, they're working on something that's going to stay with them, grow with them, represent them, and scale by just telling their name. And luckily, we are a part of that business. All right. We human beings, we mask our desire to create legacy as a travel. We mask our desire as children. We mask our desire as anything else. You know why? Because of the limiting restrictions that are on you. And when you come to the event, those restrictions will be killed and you'll become a different person altogether. All right. And QNet is such an amazing business. All of you guys We do not even understand how lucky we are that we're a part of this business. Even for a venture capitalist to get the first business right, it's going to take 15 attempts. If he invests in 15 businesses, one becomes a success. For a movie director, he has to have 100 scripts, and that one or two will become a hit. If you take a look at startups, thousands of startups, but only few unicorns. We are sitting on a gold mine. We are sitting on a walking, talking success called as QNet. We are blessed to be a part of it, that he has sent this business into this. And truly, I genuinely believe that this is a master plan. This is a freaking master plan. Right? You know why? Because we don't even have the business acumen to identify and analyze or understand the magnitude of the business. All right, to help you guys understand with the evolution of human beings. All right, let me tell you something. The world's most impactful people, the most wealth-oriented, wealth-creating people, ever since the dawn of humanity, which means ever since the start of humanity, were people who were system builders, aka aggregators. Who are they? If you go back to our ancestors, when the tribes were existing, the tribe leaders were the system builders. They would hold the ecosystem together. They would protect the ecosystem together. They would scale the ecosystem together. All right, they were the most powerful people. They were not the people who are going and doing farming. Their job was to administer and grow the business. All right, those tribes slowly evolved to be kings. Right? Do you think kings were sitting and creating products? No. Their job was to protect the ecosystem that they have built, scale the ecosystem that they have built, and to sustain the ecosystem. And after the kings, the next level of evolution was kingdoms. And after kingdoms came empires. After empires came dynasties. All right, it's always a step up of evolution, 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 and people who own the system were the real people. And after these entire ages went over, industrial age kicked in. And when industrial age kicked in, people who created systems in industrial age were the most wealthiest, more impactful, and more evolution-oriented people in this world. All right, people who are producing steel, people who are producing Rockefellers. He had the entire all system under him. I don't think he was sitting and digging the oil. He was running the system, he was scaling the system, and he was sustaining the system. All right, and then came the IT era, the information age. IBM, systems, Microsoft, system in a system. All right, it's an aggregation. I don't think so IBM founder was sitting and doing hardwiring of the computers. They acquire talent, get the work done, and they own the entire freaking system. They scale the ecosystem. All right, and then came the social age today. All right, after information age, we're in the social age. Today, the world's biggest social media house does not produce any content. YouTube, system, aggregation. The world's biggest property services provider does not own any properties. Airbnb, system and aggregation. They don't own anything. The world's biggest retail store does not have inventory. Amazon, aggregation. The world's biggest taxi services provider does not own any taxis. Uber. All right, what are they doing? They're aggregating, they're aggregating, they're aggregating, they're creating systems. I don't think the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, was sitting and coding that my application has to look like this. I don't think he was sitting and talking about the products and services. It's important, but more important is the culture of the organization. More important is the scale of the organization. More important is the process of the organization. They were focused on system building. All right. If at all, anything that you have to do in your life that will help you grow in your life is only aggregation and system oriented businesses. And you guys are so lucky that you are a part of a business where the system is scalable, flexible, it has international exposure, and the earning potential is freaking unlimited, unfreaking limited. Right? Are you understanding this? For example, let me tell you, on the Zoom call, you may see 1,000 people, but I'm pretty sure there are more than 10,000 people listening to this entire system. All right. It is that powerful. This volumes that Wednesday visuals that you see, they are more powerful than any Ranveer Allahabadia videos or all these people. You know why? Just look at the sheer magnitude of business volume sitting right here. 10,000 people into 6 lakhs minimum. How much is it? Right? 10,000 people into 6 lakhs minimum. How much is it? Can you even think about it? Do you understand the value of this? This is insane. All right. You are a part of the system. You are owning a piece of the system. You are a part of the aggregator. You are the owner of the aggregator. All right. And the future is this. This is where people come. You know why? Dato Sri Vijayeshwaran once he said, In the next few years, 700 million people across the world will be looking at jobs. 700 million people. Now, how is the world going to address that? Universal basic income? I don't think so. Network marketing is one of the finest ways. People say manufacturing can address it. No, it cannot. If you look at the number of people who are working in manufacturing units and the number of people who are going down, it is tremendous. You see this phone? You see all these apps on your phone? Once upon a time, they were physical industries employing thousands of people, now few hundreds. If you look at a Telegram, the entire Telegram organization runs on 100 people. The entire Telegram organization runs on just 100 people. Jobs are being sliced, and whatever jobs that they are, you will be underemployed. Please understand, you are in such a great business. This is an aggregation, purely flexible, scalable, international. All right, manufacturing is taken care of, IT infrastructure is taken care of, quality assurance is taken care of, finance and accounting is taken care of, auditing is taken care of, legality is taken care of, product delivery and support is taken care of. And more importantly, corporate social responsibility is taken care of. We contribute a lot. All right, thanks to us, Starbucks get a lot of revenue from us. Right, are you understanding what I'm saying? Right, thanks to us, so many airlines are getting revenue. Thanks to us, so many VSL systems, events are having revenue. We are creating impetus in the society. Right, impetus matlab revenue in short. Right, please understand this. You are a part of a business that is phenomenal. We are 10 years ahead of time. We are in the social age. Tomorrow we'll walk into intragalactic social age. And then we'll walk into intergalactic social age. I believe, thoroughly believe, when human beings go on Mars, our business will be one of the most scalable businesses even in Mars. Right? Are you understanding this? Got it? See, understand, whenever you're doing business, your top priority should not be looking into products and services. Your top priority should be whether it's an aggregated business, whether I'm able to build a system out of this. All right, that should be a businessman mindset. A consumer thinks about the product, a businessman thinks about the system behind the product. So I would request all of you guys to please stop thinking from the front end and start thinking about the bigger thing behind it. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys know, do you know what's the world's biggest toys manufacturing company? McDonald's. Do you know what's the world's biggest real estate company? Arguably McDonald's. Do you know what's the world's biggest potato exporting company? Arguably McDonald's. Do you know what's the world's biggest or one of the major manufacturing, furniture companies? McDonald's. Right? You only see the burger, but I see what happens behind the burger. And McDonald's always targets the kids because kids don't come alone. They get their parents along. One more consumer. All right. Are you guys thinking on those lines? Are you guys thinking on those lines? Let's think beyond the product. Let's think something bigger than this. Let's not look at the forest. Sorry, let's not look at the tree. Let's look at the forest. Are you understanding this? Right? This is our last chance to make it big. Right? There are so many people who come and say there are better businesses, there are better business. You know, I get ideas. I have a plethora of ideas. Till now, those ideas are still in ideas form only. All right. It's been 8+ years, 9 years for me in this business. People said there are better business opportunities are still in jobs. All right. I must appreciate all of you guys for taking a step to become entrepreneurs here. Right? And for that matter, so clear about aggregation, always get yourself involved in system-oriented businesses, and especially a business like QNet, which is our only available system at this point in time. All right, got it? Now, let's talk about something interesting, right? How one of the trainings changed my mindset. If you ask me, till few months, my focus of doing this business was to settle down in life, right? My focus on this business was to just settle down in life. All right, which means, okay, buy 3-4 homes, get 2-3 cars, buy some land, invest in stocks. That's the thing. All right. So, and because of that, mentally, whether we like it or we don't like it, I used to feel that there's a lot of time, significant. I was working hard, but there was time. It's like, there's time to achieve all these things and all these things and stuff. All right. But then I saw an Instagram reel. Okay, where a 23-year-old girl, while dancing, she died of heart attack. All right, a 23-year-old girl died of heart attack. And that was an eye-opener for me that, okay, now there's nothing guaranteed. All right, there's nothing called a settled life right now. So many people are dying out of heart attacks. All right. So then I realized, understood after COVID, beta, there's nothing called a settlement of life. We don't know when will our end of life come. All right. Then why should I think about settlement of life? That was a major breakthrough. I was like, damn, there's nothing called a settlement of life. And I felt that I was not utilizing my potential. There was restriction. The restriction on me was settlement of life. And I said, this is not something that I want to do now. This is not what I want to do. And then I had a training with Diggy Bhai, heavy Diggy Bhai. And then he was sharing his inputs when he went to ICE training. And he said he met one of the ambassadors, Mr. Yazir, a big round of applause for him. He said he is having a goal of maxing out on 15 tracking centers. Like maxing out on 15 tracking centers in zigzag. Now, if you look at it and you calculate it, 15 tracking centers, even if you take a look at linear, not even zigzag, linear 15 tracking centers max out. That was his goal. 15 into 8 crores. How much is it? 120 crores of liquid cash per annum. 120 crores of liquid cash per annum is his goal. And when I looked at it, it is more income than Virat Kohli per year. It is more income than the highest paid actor Allu Arjun per year, because Allu Arjun charged 300 crores for a movie called as Pushpa, which took him 3 years, which means per year 100. All right. Which is more than Allu Arjun's income, which is more than most of the successful entrepreneurs' income, which is more than the income of some big unicorn founders. Liquid. I was, enough is enough now. Enough is enough. I do not want to do this business to settle in life. I want to do this business because this is a game right now. From the last 1 month, my switch has changed completely. There's nothing called as settling life, at least for me, because we do not know where we will go. It has been destroyed. That 20-year-old girl dying in front of my phone, I could see, and I was like, dude, kisi ka number kabhi bhi aa sakta hai. Why should I play defensive? Why should I only look at small things? Now I'll be fighting to be the top earner in this company. That was a decision that I've taken 1 month ago. And I decided I will max out in 21 tracking centers. Unheard of. 21 tracking centers is my goal that I will max out. I will play this game. And I used to previously think I would take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to max out. That's bullshit. Hardly 6 to 7 months. There are some people who max out in 3 months. All right, Mr. Yazir's team is working in Goa. All right. He is not from India, but his team is in Goa. I'm like, dude, thank you so much for the inspiration. Now I'm going at it. I'm going all guns blazing. For me, this life is a game. I just want to play the game for the rest of my life. I want to go out and hit the biggest of the biggest records possible. All right. I will max out on 21 tracking centers. I'm declaring this. That is the purpose of my life. You know why? It's a game. It's a game. For me, this business, this life right now is a game to play. And I will be the best player ever that I can be. All right. Now just imagine 21 tracking centers max out into 8 crores. It's going to be how much? 168 crores of liquid cash per annum. 160 crores of liquid cash per annum. And if I do zigzag, I leave it to your imagination. All right. And some of you guys are startled, right? Some of my downlines are like, right? So they said that, right? 21 TCs max out. All right. First, show me 2 TC max out. All right. Then I decided I'll create a new name list in Mumbai. In 100 days, I'll create a 500 new name list in Mumbai. That's what I decided. Today is the 26th day. I did more than 180 names. 180 new connections in Mumbai on the field coming from Hyderabad. 0 contacts. All right. I will build a name list of 500 in every 100 days. That's I decided. It's fun. And let me tell you, when I'm doing my personal activity to the best of my ability, my team started to reciprocate more. Right? Previously, if I have to tell them for 10 minutes about doing something, I tell them for 1 minute they're doing it. That's what I understood. Personal activity is so important. It keeps me in the zone. I'm fired up. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm mad. I have phenomenal respect for myself that I'm going out there and making new connections. All right. My goal is to max out on my second tracking center in the next 6 months. And I will max out. I will max out. I will max out. And then plan for another tracking center in the next 6 to 7 months. It's a game for me right now. What will I do with the money? I will do whatever I want. I got the best trainer in Mumbai who's training me right now. All right. I got the best food to eat. I'm staying on one of the best localities to stay. All right. I will go to other countries and build business. I will go to China. All right. I'll go to Uzbekistan. I'll go to any other country. I am here to play this game. I am here to explore. I am here to build my legacy. It may not be the same case with you guys. It's not mandatory that you have to follow what I do. This is my calling. This is what I want to do. You may not have to push yourself so much. It's your personal choice. All right. You can have your goals that inspire you. Go with it. Please talk to your respective offline. But I am telling you, this is what I'm going for. This is what I am doing for it. Because I am a champion. I am a freaking champion. All right. And I tell myself this champion. How many of you have seen this video called as I am a champion video on the internet? All right. So one person comes and talks to a team. Right. So that is my goal. There are so many people who oppose it, people who don't believe it, people who do all of it. All right. Similarly, for you guys, there may be some challenges for your own self. That some might be doing this, some may have put some blocker in your mind, some may have done something to you, which is causing an element of pain, which is causing an element of doubt, which is causing you a sense of fear. And let me tell you, listen to that audio all the time. Listen to that audio all the time. I'm a champion. Every day when I get up in the morning, I will listen to it. I listened to it so hard that I by-hearted it by now. Are you understanding this? And all of you guys who are fighting for your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, for your families, to settle down in life, to buy that one car that you love, to make your sister's marriage, or whatever is your goal. Remember, you are a champion and you will achieve this. I got this kind of confidence because I attended VCon. I got this kind of belief because I keep attending trainings. VCon has changed my life and hundreds of people's life together. And I got this kind of delivery of public speaking because I saw Arun George kill it. Arun George kill it, and that's my inspiration. I'm going after it. It doesn't matter what the world thinks about me. It doesn't matter whoever does what it does. It doesn't matter people questioning me, people doubting me, people thinking I'm arrogant, people thinking he's overconfident. It doesn't matter because I'm a champion. Do you want to be champions? All right, champions are made in VCon. AV, can you please start the music? I want to share my heart out with all these people. When I say 21 tracking centers, I'm going all in with it. I am freaking going all in with it because I'm a champion. AV, shall we start? Bring in Kabir Singh. AV. Can you guys hear it? If you guys hear it, please raise your hand. It's on. All right, AV, can you start from scratch and give me a heads up that you started? I can't hear it. Others can hear it, right? All right. AV, shall I start?
Yes, bhai.
All right, guys. This is something I tell myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to coach you today. And I'm even more honored to take you onto the field of battle. But there is one more honor to be bestowed upon you. That is the answer that comes with the question. Who am I? I am a champion. Yes, I need you to remember that all throughout your journey of entrepreneurship. Who am I? I am a champion. Say this to yourself. I will conquer what has not been conquered. Defeat will not be in my creed. I will believe what others have doubted. I will always endeavor the respect, the prestige, and the honor of my team. I have prepared my mind and my body will follow. Because who am I? I am a champion. I will acknowledge the fact that my opponents do not expect me to win. But I will never surrender. 21 TCs, I will achieve it. I will never surrender. Weakness will not be in my heart. I will look to my team members. I will look to my parents who brought me into this world. And I will look to my uplines who have trained me this hard. And I will draw strength from them. Because who am I? I am a champion. I will gladly go on to the field of battle I will move, groove, and do everything that is possible that I can do. I will arrive to the field of battle by any means at my disposal. And when I reach there, I will arrive violently. I will rip apart the heart of my enemy and leave it bleeding on the ground. Because my enemy cannot stop me. Who am I? I am a champion. Who am I? I am a champion. To my side, I have my teammates. Teammates who have been with me through my thick and thin. Who have been with me through my sacrifices, blood, sweat, tears, and successes. Never will I let them down. Never will I let them fall. And I will never leave an enemy behind. Because my enemy does not know my heart. Who am I? I am a champion. No one will defy me. No one will deny me. No one can tell me what I am and what I am not. Belief will change my world. My belief will change my world. It has moved countries, continents, and that belief put man on moon. And the same belief will carry me through this battle to hit the 21 tracking center max out. Because who am I? I am a champion. Defeat and retreat are not a part of my world. I do not understand those definitions. I do not understand things going wrong. And I do not understand mistakes. But I do understand this. I understand victory and I understand never surrendering. Even if things go wrong, my heart and my mind will carry my body, even when my limbs are weak, to my target to become victorious. Because who am I? I am a champion. Today is the day. Today is the day I declare. Not tomorrow, not next week, right here, right now, in your house, in your home. That's my goal and that I'm gunning for. Because who am I? I'm a champion. History will remember me. I will not have to worry about whether God is being kind to me, because He is. I will write my own praises. I will write my own definitions. And I am never going home without giving everything that I've got and reach my target of that. I declare to the universe, I declare to everyone, 21 tracking centers is my goal and I'm going for it. It's a game. I'm going all in. And I will be one of the best champions this industry has seen. With all due respect to my uplines. If you want to be a champion like V partner Kavita Sugandh, if you want to be a champion like AVP Digvijay Singh, if you want to be a champion like VC Amit Soni, if you want to be a champion like VC Gautam Durubai, if you want to be a champion like VC Midul Ajbai, if you want to be a champion like Prani Bai, if you want to be a champion like VC Krutidi, and if you want to be a champion in entire life, come to VCon. VCon will make you champion. I wish you all the best, guys. And please wish me all the best. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you, guys. Bye.